So, hey, this is Camp Chair Crew, and it's another Monday night explosion with our exciting team, and it's just getting better and better. I'm Sherry Denny coming to you from Palmer, Alaska. You know, I can say it sunshines 24/7. Now, kind of, sort of. It gets kind of dusk, and then it stays dusk till about 2:30, and then it's light again. Randy can attest to that. He lives in Anchorage. I'm only about 50 miles away. But today it's a little dark, so I actually had to turn on the light. I had to use Edison. So I have some exciting news for all of us, if you haven't already heard it. But first, I want to do a screen share and be able to, yep, I've got that already. Man, I'm on top of it today. I want to screen share, and we do have one person that already came in this month, and that would be right here. Oh, hold on just a second here. Let me get that out of the way. And my computer's going to be slow. It's deciding. Okay, here we go. So we've got recognition for May so far, and you guys, this is going to get much, much bigger. Already this month, whoop, that was last month, we have a new associate. I am trying to get this thing out of the way here. There we go. Lori Ann George came on May 5th. I'm going to start putting the dates on here so we can backtrack on these. But she was brought in by Lisa George, and that was on May 5th of last week, and she's from Maricopa. So I know it's a short recognition, but things are happening, and I know why that people have been waiting. When we found out that there was a possible better than ever any promotion that we've had before, when people hear that, they kind of hear it through the grapevine. Guess what they do? They wait. No doubt about it. So that's exactly what happened today. And I kind of got ahead of myself, and Steve called me earlier with a new sign up, and I'm just, you know, clicking away at it. And then all of a sudden I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute, wait, we're going to wait. And it, you know, Steve, I know you're right on board with this. Everything happens for a reason. And we had a little trouble getting into my back office, or into getting my back office out of the way, even logging out. Anyway, we had trouble getting onto Melissa's website, right? And I just thought, okay, you know what? Let me try a couple other things. And then we decided, you know what? Let's just do this later today. And then as soon as I got off the phone with them, I called her right back and I said, I know there's a reason why that didn't happen. There's a special that's going to happen, and it's probably not going to happen till tomorrow, but I want to make sure that you get in on it. And I'm so glad we didn't sign you up. So here's the special that's going on, you guys. Hold on just a second. I'm going to attempt another screen share here and go into my, oh, if that'll let me get out of there. You know what? I have to stop screen share. I have to get out of that first. I should know better. My computer's being a little bit slow for me today. And go right over here to Team Go Extreme. You guys have probably already seen this. I've already tagged you on it. Here we go. Come on, screen share. Okay, so it is the May Madness. I love this. It's like, it's almost like basketball's going again, right? It's another official US, and it is US and Canada, and no, it is not for any other country, Australia, or anything else that we are just recently promoted. They have their own things going on, but you totally need to read through each one of these. It took me a couple times too, you guys. You know, I've been known to be wrong. And the promo for the free product is May 10th. Well, actually, they said May 9th, but it's May 10th through, and today's the 10th anyway, it doesn't matter, through the 17th. So that's this Monday to next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So we just got to remember, what is that, 4 o'clock for us up here in Alaska, 5 Pacific. And if you enroll or upgrade with a product purchase up to $600, you'll get an additional 50% in products. So that's what we were doing today. And we just about got Jackson in. He'll be in after the webinar tonight. There was a transfer of funds that needed to happen there. So Steve, you'll have you'll have your other enrollment in. Now, because Melissa got in last month and she's signing him up, he'll get free product. He'll get 300 in free product, but so will she. That's really cool. And then FYI, Steve, just so you know, she's upgrading to 1,800 to get her VIP, and that's when she gets free product, and you do too. Just so you guys know, a lot of us got the free product in March, and when you place an order, there's the first one. If you had like 3 or 4 groups of free product, you place an order, like your monthly, whatever it is, your 40, 140, whatever it is for you, and that next one of those free product orders will come up. They don't all come up at once. And then you get out of there so that, okay, so you've got 2 or 3 more sitting there waiting for you, maybe even just one. You can just order a magazine, you know, the catalog. By the way, the catalogs, oh, they're as big as these. Our product brochure, our sample kits, they narrowed it way down. So I have one, it's just not right here with me. I think it's in my bag from the fair. But anyway, you could just order a catalog. You can even just order a brochure and place that next order. So reading along through this, all this is great, but here's the other thing that is happening. So anybody that generates activity 500 in PV, now that's 500 in PV, not $500 or more, by placing an activity order. It's not an upgrade. This one is, we're talking an activity order that will be all of your own volume between today and the 31st of the month, along with make sure the sales volume from initial orders and status upgrades, all volume in the ninery. Some of you may have 2 legs, some might have 3, some might have 4. I believe most of us only have 2 right now. And all of the volume in the ninery within your organization, all legs equal to 12,500 PV or more, with a minimum of only 2,500 in one leg. Beth, are you hearing me? No, she probably just fell off her chair. Every single one of you can literally go corporate director. And because here's why. There's people that are gathering volume below as they're also doing this. And all those people are on that one leg, you guys. So you're going to have that volume coming in. Is all you need to do is create 2,500 in your own personal volume and 500 PV, and enroll 1 associate at least a leader level. And you've completed what it takes to be corporate director. Has anybody ever seen it that easy? Do I see head shaking or anything?
Never been that easy.
It's never been that easy. I'm so excited about it. So I'm gonna stop the screen share, and I'm gonna ask you guys, because I had the screen share on, I couldn't see you guys. Are there any questions on that right now? Yay, Tuesday, she's here, yay. Because you can unmute yourselves if you guys have any questions. Oh, and let me go over to the chat. I need to open up the chat here. Yeah, okay. So, oh, and Frank's here too as well. That's awesome. Okay, so you guys have that available to you. The other thing that has been a huge request, and you guys, I did some research today. Sarah's like, Sherry did research? I'm not that green personality, you guys, but I decided to dive in and find out what it's gonna take to, what other people are doing when it comes to role playing. And this is what I found out. I'm just kind of actually blown away. We can do role playing all the time if you want. Role playing to find out what to say when we already have all the scripts there. We already have pre-written text. Everything is all there for you. But sometimes when people are ready to make that call, they either draw a blank, have old timers like I get every now and then, or everything just blanks out and you don't know what to say next. So I ran into a group, and it's not funny, but it's interesting. every day for 20 minutes. They do role playing every day from 8:45 to 9:05. Why that weird time, I don't know, but they do role playing every single day for this company. Now, Randy Kiefer told me last week that his company at TSA in Anchorage, they do role playing. Randy, how often do you guys do that?
It's part of the training.
But is it every day? Is it once a week?
For the new people, it's every day for weeks.
So I can only imagine that that helps the new person be able to talk to somebody quicker by themselves.
It's like muscle memory.
Yes, and that's the word that was brought up today. So that's our topic today, you guys. Not muscle memory, but cold calling techniques and role playing. Yeah, anybody up for this?
I don't
Always.
like role play. I hate it. But today I was giving away a sample. I was having a wonderful conversation with a gal who wants to make more money, and she's already made 10 to 15,000 a month and likes it. That's comfortable to her. I'm like, yeah, I understand that. I didn't say anything, but like, and then it was, well, so how do you make money or whatever? And then I asked her, anyway, we ended up not going very far. I didn't stumble too much because I was inviting her to Tuesday, tomorrow night's Tina and Kelly overview.
Great.
But what hit my head was, oh, she's going to ask me a question. And then immediately after that, I was like, no, I got this. I can do it. No.
And you know what, Beth, that's good that you have to get those little voices in your head. Everybody has them to tell you that you can't do this. And here's what I did the other day, right after Tina and Kelly's how to talk to a network, the big hitters, the network marketers. I went back and I literally wrote down all their points. I know you can't see it because I've got a background on here, but I use this one often when it comes to what you just did. I always ask them, I do say, hey, you know, can I ask you a couple questions as well? Because, you know, they're going to ask me, but I got to tell you, whoever asks the questions is the one that wins the, the conversation. So, and I don't ever say you call yourself a huge hitter. We just know that that's what they think they are. Do you do weekly Zoom meetings? Are you available for three-way calls often? Have you a prospecting system like we do with our rapid funnel? Do you have trainings, and how often? That's where they stumble. And we have all of that. So go back. I suggest going back to that and just stopping it whenever you need to and put in all those 8. Actually, they said there were 8, but I only got 7. I got 7.
Weren't there 10?
Well, I got 7.
Didn't she say 10?
I
think she said 10, and then I only came up with 8 too, I think.
Okay, in one of them there were
10, and I thought I had 9, but
yeah, in one there were 5 points though. So who knows?
Yeah.
As long as you don't need to know all of those. You just need to know most of them for that. So the role playing techniques, let's get back to this. So cold calling techniques before you start, and I said I did this earlier today. I went outside because my brains are just blowing up with all of the good news. You know what, before I start on this, I don't want to be all over the place, but can I tell you guys some other good news?
yes, please.
You need to know this. There's gonna be, just do it this way. Do it. I can't think of any other way to do it. When I was at the fairgrounds this weekend for the aviation event, I ran into people from the Philippines. I ran into people from Russia. Go figure. Up here in Alaska, duh. We can throw a rocket at Russia, right, Randy?
Sure.
So I met up with them and I said, hey, is there any way that you would want to connect with me, because I'm introducing a product brand new to the United States, and we're looking at opening in South Korea, Philippines, Russia. Well, you can still have the people there, but my biggest thing was to be able to get South Korea and the Philippines, and I hit a gold mine. And this one lady's a real estate agent and the other one is a flight instructor. Flight instructor from South Korea says he could give me a list of 500 people today. And she said, oh, wait a minute, network marketing? Oh my gosh, we have been looking for, I mean, she was 2 booths behind me and I was not doing anything in the booth, but talking to people that I chose about APLGO, because it was Christy's thing. I didn't want to step on her toes or anything about that. And but I went over to this gal and I said, by the way, because she looked like, you know, she's Asian. So I said, where are you from? And she says, from the Philippines. And I said, where do you live? And she goes, I'm out here in Wasilla. And I not only was able to get her connected with Rapid Funnel, but I also left her with 5 sample packs to give to the people that she talked about getting those to. Here's why I'm telling you this. It isn't about me. It isn't about what Tina and Kelly did. Here's what's happening. They are going to allow, and by the way, you can't say this to anybody because it's not in the back office yet. They are going to allow people from South Korea, the Philippines for sure. South Korea, I don't know, but the Philippines for sure, to come in at $25 just to get their promotion pack, just to get their promotion status, $25 just to get their spot, and they will be able to be placed in the matrix because they're not going to have their product over there for about a month. So anybody, I hope that registered, because if you know anybody, I even got a hold of Mark Kavanaugh, who's actually married to a nice Filipino lady, and he knows tons of people over there, including the president of the Philippines through the Muay Thai Federation. You guys, this could be so big. If you've never sponsored anybody out of the United States, I've done it several times. Ask me how, because it's happening. This is what is going to explode your organization. And if you think you can't do it, you're right. Just think you can. Just give me a call and I'll help you with it. It takes a matter of just connecting. So here's what I did today. I went into Facebook and I joined several Filipino Facebook groups. And well, I tried to, I only got into 2. And I also went in and joined food truck groups that have Filipino, you name it, it's all that kind of food. South Korean, everything was there. And I think all of us have something in common with the food truck, right? Food. So that's where you can go with that. So I just wanted to tell you that good news as well. And yes, somebody have a question?
Well, I know Clee has a question, and then I'll have a question after Clee.
Okay, good, because I'm actually looking at the camera and I'm not looking down at you guys. So good, unmute yourselves and yell at me. Thanks, Clee, what?
I have a girl from the Philippines in my Rapid Funnel, so we need to connect with her.
And she's in the Philippines, right?
Yes.
Okay, consider her signed up. I'm not kidding you. When I'm done talking with her, she's in.
Well, I don't know how that, you know, that's a weird time zone, but.
Yeah, it's 15 hours different from me. So, and that's why at 7 o'clock in the morning, when I'm on the phone with Tina and Kelly, that's who they're doing webinars for. 6 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock theirs. So, and they're private. So it's not like we can jump anybody in there. We have to do our own. So I will do our own team webinars for the Philippines, you guys. I have no problem doing that.
Yeah,
so that would be
for something.
Yeah, so we could talk to her at 6 o'clock my time. You guys know I'm up. I might not respond, but I'm up. And that is, I think, 8 o'clock at night for them.
Okay.
So I have 2 people that are friends that have been prospecting in the Philippines right now. I'm curious, Sherry, can we do a 3-way off a messenger phone with you? Is that possible?
Facebook Messenger? I don't know. Is that, we can do a
Yes,
Zoom?
you can do groups. You can
You
do
can?
groups on Facebook.
Perfect.
Yes, you
Yep.
can.
Okay.
Randy says so, we can.
Thank you, Randy.
Yeah.
I have-
Tuesday, did you have a question?
I do. When you join these face group books or groups and stuff like that, I know there's certain things that they don't allow you to post and stuff like that. So what do you post on it? Do you just like post questions and
Oh,
then have them get to you? I mean, how do you get the attention?
yeah, it's all I did today was join the groups.
Okay.
And then, and you just have to go by their rules. Their rules are right there. And I'm not posting a thing about APLGO. I didn't post anything today. I'm just going in and finding a few people, like the food truck thing was easy.
Yeah.
In fact, the Russian food truck, whatever it's called, was out here. And I ate their food this weekend and I commented on how good it was, and I can't wait to see you again. And she said they're going to be out here for the chicks thing in the Alaska State Fair next week. So I'm not the fair, but it's fairgrounds. And so I said, great, I'll see you there. Believe me, I'm going to be talking to her. And it was the owner that responded. So you can go in there and just, here's what you do the first day is just join the group, go in there and check out some profiles. Because I gotta tell you, there's some strange profiles in the Philippines. Most of them are women, you know what I mean? But just go through them and you can find the business ones, and there might be people that are already doing network marketing. Well, here's the great thing about that. There's big network marketers in the Philippines, and they're maybe like done. They're, things aren't, they're making money, but it's not like it used to be. As soon as they find out that you have a company here in the US with these 9 points, you're not going to throw up on them about that, but they need to take a look at this. And then you just start filtering the stuff to them. But here's the big thing. They have the opportunity to just get your spot. So my post is probably going to be something similar to be the first, just get your spot, 25 USA dollars.
Okay.
That'll probably be it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool.
And what's good about that is they don't have to, because this happens a lot in Asian countries or third world countries, they have to pull a whole family together in order just to purchase the product pack. They don't have to do that with this. They can literally get the $25 promotion pack that, the fee that they pay to get started one time. And this is what I don't know. I'm hoping it's true that they're able to start selling packages wherever, it's wherever in the world, and make the money to get their packet. That's what we're working on.
Okay.
$25 get them in. And if you have 1,000, because that's what will happen. If you get somebody in the Philippines with some influence, they'll have at least 50 to 100, maybe 1,000 people to bring in for you.
So it's definitely for sure that the Philippines is opening, because I thought it was just Korea right now. Okay.
No, South Korea, but the Philippines already, the product is being sent there right now
Really?
as we talk on
Perfect.
Saturday. Yeah.
Thank you,
It's
ma'am.
on its way. Yeah, I know. Okay. So back to role playing that somebody hates. No. Beth is smiling. So you guys already know a lot of this stuff, but before you start, the deep breath, start in a quiet room. You wouldn't believe how many calls I did today where people were, one of them, I don't know, I think they were in a truck or something backing up and it was beep, 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 beep. That was really hard to get a conversation with. So I finally just said, is there a quiet place we can move this conversation to? And it turned out so much better. So be in the right frame of mind, and also have your hands free. Do you guys notice I'm talking to you and I talk with my hands? It makes me smile. It'll make you smile when you're doing it yourself, and you're able to articulate what you're saying better if you already use your hands. I don't know if you're a TV announcer, you might sit on your hands because that's what they tell you to do, but be able to have hands-free communication and talk, and always talk with a smile, because they can feel that across the airwaves. And know the person that you're calling, or at least call them by their first name. Have you ever done this? I know I did. Years ago, I used to get people on, I do 3-way calls, and I just make cold calls, or sometimes I even knew these people, but I forgot their name, and I didn't take notes. And I learned my lesson, especially Todd Falcone taught us this. Anytime you're talking to somebody, even if you put them in rapid funnel, put a note in there where you met them from, what color eyes they have, if they had a dog, you know, if they had some cool earrings on or cool shoes, or whatever it was about that person, that you can bring that up to them the next time you talk to them, and they're gonna know you were paying attention. They're gonna know you were listening, and that is so important these days. So that would help. On most calls, that's going to help with everything. And let them know the reason that you're calling is not to waste any of their time. So have your sales, I hate to call them that, have your scripts, but they are, aren't they? They're kind of sales scripts. Have your talking scripts ready, printed right in front of you. So today, I don't need scripts, but I had one printed right in front of me, and actually, that's my affirmations from this morning, but I have them all over my desk here. They're printed, and have them ready for you just in case you do have that little brain fog there. And then take a brain. Okay, just nail it, take a brain. So have your sales scripts printed in front of you, and then use them to start, and eventually you will definitely scrap them. I don't know why I pulled them out today. I just wanted to have mainly the 9, 8, 9, 7, 8, whatever it is, notes to talk with network marketers, and definitely be on your person's level. When I talk to people, like there's some people I talk to and they talk extremely fast. Melissa talks really fast. Travis Flaherty talks faster than anybody I know. And sometimes I literally have to record him so I can play it back, because I don't know what he said. But if they're talking fast and you're a slow talker, if you can talk faster and catch up with them, that would be really great, because they would really enjoy it, because you're actually getting everything done a lot quicker. Can't believe I did that, but that's exactly how that relates. What I like is when people, because this challenges me. I'm a fast talker, at least I think I am. And I try to articulate my words well. I know some people don't do that, and they've actually wound up taking speech classes in order to make communication with people better. But when I get somebody that is a slow talker, they're thinking while they're talking, wow, do I have to take it down a notch or two and be on their level and understand and say, hey, I'm here for you. It's a huge difference in that. So the other thing that when you're doing your calls is everybody is busy. They're going to tell you, oh no, I'm too busy. So people are busy, and they have, you have to make some sort of diffusion from that. So if anybody wants to role play with me, I'm more than happy to do that. And you be Negative Nancy. And who wants to do that? Or Negative Ed? Who wants to role play with me? It's going to be a phone call where I've just called you up and you don't have time. Anybody can do that. Thanks, Tuesday.
I'll jump in with you. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Tuesday. Okay, Randy, you're up next. Okay. So, yeah. So, ding, ding, ring, ring, ring.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, hey, Tuesday. How are you doing on Monday?
I'm fine. Can I help you?
Yes, I know you're very busy. All of us are, but I didn't want to take up a lot of your time. Do you have about 30 seconds?
To be really honest, I'm so sorry, but you caught me right at the bad minute. I'm just getting ready to walk right out the door. Can you call me back, or can I take a message or something?
You know what? That's really exciting. You're ready to walk out the door, but I'm surprised you even answered the phone. I have something really incredible to just ask you a question. That's all.
I understand
for that.
I get it. I really do, but I'm so sorry, but I really need to go. Can you call me back another time, or can I call you back?
I absolutely totally get that. This is only going to take 10 seconds. Is it okay if I send you like a text message or an email and I can
That
get the information
Great,
for you?
yes, that'd be awesome. If you could send it to me, I'd really appreciate it.
Oh, that is awesome. So in that email, I want to get it right, what I'm going to be sending you. So can I just find out a tad bit of information? What is it that you need according to?
Can you
your
make it?
health-
What do you need?
Yeah, what is your number one health concern? That's all I need.
Oh, right now, energy.
Oh, wonderful. Well, you know what? I'm going to get your email and that we will do, you guys. I would be getting her email.
Can you text me? You have my phone number. Can you just send me a text?
Oh, that would even be better. Thank you
That
so
would be
much.
great. I
Tuesday.
appreciate it.
And I will be calling you again. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I love that. You Tuesday, I get more phone calls like yours than anything that I get, but to be able to keep them on the line, see, you recognize the fact that I have your phone number and I could text you that information mainly because you probably didn't want me to have your email. But here's what I did find out is her number one health concern is energy. So I'm going to go into Rapid Funnel and I'm going to send her, oh, Tuesday, it was so nice to be able to chat with you for the few seconds that we did. I know you were so busy, but is it possible that you fill out now? No, I don't need to do a health survey. You told me that your number one concern is energy. So I'm going to send you this really quick, I'm not even gonna ask permission because she's already told me I can text her. I'm going to send you this really quick video on these products, and not only energy, but you tell me which ones you would be real happy to get a free sample of. Anything on that nature that people love getting stuff for free. So did that work out? Did that help anybody here? Did that help anybody here?
That was awesome. Yes.
Okay.
I was trying not to be too hard.
One thing I noticed with that too, Sherry, is that you were persistent and kept her on the phone
Yeah.
and you didn't give up. As soon as
Thank
she was
you.
being rushed off the phone.
That is the research that I did today. Because
You know, and I would have acted just like Tuesday and been so irritated that you kept me on the phone and say, hey, I gotta go. I gotta go.
But guess what? I will tell you this much. This is what we know. This is what the research and the survey did today, knowing this stuff. They're only saying that because they don't know you, they want you off the phone, and they don't want to be sold. So if they answered the phone, they got time. That was what the whole thing came down to. If they answered the phone, they got time.
That makes total sense. That makes total sense.
When I read that today, I was like, oh my gosh, they got time. All these people putting me off and everything like this. So you asked, what are you calling for? And it's just only going to take a couple seconds. And then I knew right then, because she kept saying, we got to get, I got to go, I got to go. She wasn't going anywhere. Were you? And most of them aren't, but get that question out there. What is your number one health concern? Because that's all we want to know is right now. And anyway, I thought that was great that you said, you got my phone number, call me. That was awesome. Okay, so don't try to sell anybody on the first phone call. I wasn't trying to sell her anything. As a matter of fact, Randy, I'm going to call you and you're going to be that guy that I don't want to buy anything. Okay, you're going to be, I don't want to buy anything guy. Okay, so
Okay.
ding, 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 bring, bring.
Hello,
Hey, Randy, how are you doing today?
just fine.
Hey, I know you don't know me from dirt, but a lot of people do. And I just wanted to know if I could have 30 seconds of your time today.
Yeah, shoot, go.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to take a whole lot of time telling you. I'm not going to sell you anything. In fact, if you got your wallet out, you can just put that sucker away because I don't need any of that. Here's what
Why do I need my wallet? You didn't say anything yet.
Because it's funny, most people, when you call them and it's like, you don't know me from dirt, you're thinking, oh my gosh, she's going to sell me something. I don't want to sell you anything, but I am working with a company that we're trying to figure out what is people's number one health concern. Would you want to tell me that? I could send you a
Sure.
real quick 1-minute survey.
Blood sugar.
blood sugar. Oh my gosh, that would be great. I'll tell you what, would it be okay, because you guys were always asking permission, would it be okay if I sent you a 1-minute survey? And there might be a couple other things on there, but it's really 1 minute. And I'm going to send it through you through a text message. Obviously, I have your phone number. And if you could send that back to me, I will send you free samples of some products that we have. Would that be okay with you?
That sounds great.
And as you can tell, Randy's a real talker. Well, thank you so much for your time. And you'll be getting this text message in the next few minutes, and I will follow up with you. Is this week a good time to follow up with you?
Sure, just not on Friday.
Not on Friday. Got it. Thank you so much. I'm going to write that down in my notes, Randy. It was a pleasure talking with you, and I'll be speaking with you again soon. That survey's coming right over. Thank you.
Great.
That took 1 minute and 10 seconds, you guys. So running through, if you did that about 15 times a day, and you don't even have to do them all at once. Do them 2, 3 at a time. Take 5 more deep breaths, go do something and get back at it again. And here's why I'm saying this, you guys. I think out of all the people I've ever had me as their accountability partner, Clee Miller has more people, and Daniel, by the way, has more people going through that funnel than anybody I know. And now it's time to get back to them and be persistent. Even if it takes leaving a message. Hey, I have something you want to see. And I don't know why you're not answering. Be bold, ask those questions. By the way, here's one of those hard questions. This is Grant, this section here that I went in and looked at is Grant Cardone stuff. And you know that guy's a badass, you guys. You know that, right? He asks the hard questions. And one of these guys that were doing the role playing, by the way, you guys can go on YouTube and watch role playing with Grant Cardone. That was the last thing I did today. And one of the questions the guy asked, he says, hey, what do you not believe about what we're doing here? Boom! Sarah, what do you think of that one? Hey, what do you not believe about what we're doing here? That's going to get somebody's attention. Those are hard questions.
That's a very bold question to state.
That is. But you know what? If they're cold calls,
Mhm.
and you've said everything, you've been the nice guy, and they're being negative, say, what do you not believe about what we're doing here? Get that answer. They might hang up on you. He even said so. They might just, at that point, they might hang up. But what did you have to lose anyway?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's a sorting game.
Yeah. So, and I love that one about, well, you say you don't have time. Well, you picked up the phone. I used that on Tuesday. So, let me make this worth your while, okay? Give me 30 seconds. If it goes longer than that, it's because you wanted it to. And FYI, everybody makes time for things they want to do. So if it's something they just don't want to do, they're not interested, they don't, and it's not always about making more money. I run into people like that all the time. It's not about making more money. They may have a lot of money, or they're comfortable where they are. They are the yellow personality and they just want to help more people. But guess what? It always winds up turning around and they go, wow, it's so nice to be making this kind of money, helping that many people. So nobody wants to be sold. You all know that. Everybody wants to buy. I can't believe I've gone on for 45 minutes by myself tonight, you guys. I mean, not by myself, but wow. And here I was worried all day that was only going to be a 20-minute thing. So
one thing I learned too, Sherry,
Yeah.
is that people like options.
Yes, absolutely. So options, what kind of options would you give them, Randy?
Could be like when I'm asking, okay, well, what day's better for me to get back to you, Wednesday or Friday?
Yep. Yeah, you
Or
told
it
me
could
not
be
Friday.
options about or could be an option about the product or something
Yeah.
else. Just
Yeah,
people
and-
love options.
Right. And that's why when you're talking to them about, wow, I could send you this video and you're going to see all the products and I'll send, you've got options there. You can tell me which 2 or 3 you like the best and I'll send you some of that. When they hear they're going to get something for free, 9 times out of 10, they're going to give you their address, but we're not selling them anything. This is what the other part of that said. You know, we've heard it takes 5, 6, 7 times touches for somebody to sign up. It only takes 2 or 3 for a customer to buy something. Sometimes you can do it on the second one. So signing up to do a business, almost 7 times, 8 times, customers 2 or 3. Isn't that cool? So with all that said, anybody have any questions?
I was just gonna add that one of the options that I tend to give is, do you want me to send this in your text or email?
Mhm. So you're going to get one or the other. I thought that was pretty cool that Tuesday pointed out you got my phone number. She's smart as a tack. You're just sharp as a tack there.
I was
Okay.
in a hurry. I didn't want to have to give you my email over the phone.
Yeah, that's true. Little did you know I have it. No.
I know.
Okay, so now what I would like to do is close out tonight by, anybody have anything? I know Mother's Day was yesterday and some super, super good things happened. Anybody want to share? You've got, I'll give you, because we're closing up on the top of the hour. You got 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, Clee, go.
I was, oh, I don't know, what was I doing? I was out and about and there was a booth set up in this grassy area this weekend and they were selling their like products for, you know, protein shakes and all that kind of stuff. And so I stopped over there and I talked to them about it and I said, well, I asked them, well, would it be okay if I show you what I'm doing? And they were very open to it and they let me put my samples there on their table. So I think they have a shop here in town, so I'm going to stop in there and you know, talk to them further. But that was pretty cool.
Oh, this is great. By the way, Clee, you did it in under 2 minutes. You didn't think I was timing you, did you? Anyway, that was just funny. I just did that just for a joke. But you guys are getting out of your comfort zone. I love this. You guys are getting out of your comfort zone. So Clee,
Yeah, I
by
wasn't
the
going
way,
to do it. I said, well, you know, I just wanted to find out, you know, if they had to get permission to set up the tent. And then they started talking to them and they were really friendly. So yeah, it was awesome.
that's great.
Yeah,
And by the
you
way,
got to do it.
in about 20 more days, we're going to start another gladiator training. And I see a couple people on here that might want to join in on that. I know Randy has asked, and it starts in 20 more days. And the people that are in it now, I'm so proud of you. Do not give up. I got to tell you, this is one of the easiest ones I've ever been through. Sarah was mentioning she wanted to jump in there as well. This is probably one of the easiest ones I've ever gone through. And I'm going to tell you why, you guys. This is also the busiest we've ever been in a networking company in a long time. And it's hard to get Kelly's attention. So that's a good thing. So I'm glad you all stuck with it. Anybody else want to share? I'll shut up.
I will share that I was feeling guilty that I was going golfing this morning because some friends asked me if I wanted to go with them today. And I said, sure. I'm like, I've just got so much work to do. And so I just said, no, the universe provides, I'll go. There's just going to be something, you know. My energy was so up. My vibration was so up when by the time I was done, I went to my real estate office and talked to the one gal who was there. She goes, she's the one that knows how to make 10 to 20,000 a month, and that's comfortable, and was interested in hearing more about the business. So,
okay,
yeah.
I see a 3-way call there, because I'd love to help you guys out on this. And eventually, Beth, you're going to be, I see 6 months from now, you're going to be doing those 3-way calls with your team. It might not even be 6 months from now, but I know you guys are, you're, every single one of you are stepping out of your comfort zone. I've been watching. I love this. You guys are great. Anybody else? It's been a great day, you guys. You know what? Have a really, really good night. Oh, Sarah, good news from you. I'll share.
Okay, why don't you,
Yeah, good
Sherry?
news for
What do you
Sarah.
know about me
This morning,
and my team?
and her team is doing so well. Lisa George contacted me last week and Sarah and asked if I would help her on a networking group this morning. I had no idea it was going to be that good and that easy. And all I did was went on there. I was just helping. I did a screen share and showed our 9.5-minute video, you know, the brand new APLGO video that Ron is and I'm telling you, it was a hit. And the lady that organized the whole thing, apparently she already had some drops and she had the best testimony. So all the other people on there were saying, well, how do we get a hold of this? And I said, Lisa, now's your opportunity, put your name in there. And we were done before 10 minutes was over, but it was, you got something going there, girlfriend. That was great, Sarah. So that was fun. Thanks
Thank
for
you
coming
for-
on board.
Thank you for facilitating. That's fantastic.
This is going to be so much fun with you guys. So anybody else has a networking group they need to have some assistance on? I'm all for it. That was fun.
I do. We'll talk.
Okay. All right. So you guys have a really good rest of your night. And I'm glad to have you all here. This team is rocking. And don't hesitate to give me a call. I will be up. I don't know. I might be sleeping between 1 a.m. and 4. When this Philippines and South Korea takes off, it's going to be crazy. And you guys are the ones that are going to benefit from all of it. It's so cool. So I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow morning.
I have one question, Sherry. Sorry, there's a drag racer going by. Do we have